My name is Dr. Marissa May. In this video, we're going to be using the Desmos graphing calculator to solve cosine x equals negative 0.45. Now, the Desmos graphing calculator is free. I love a good free option. I've definitely linked it down in the description. So be sure to open it up as we take a look at it. We're going to be using the inverse trig function in the calculator. So let's take a look. All right, so I had to move the video around and everything so we can use all of the features. I'll move them around throughout this portion so that you can see. But I want to point out one thing before we put in the inverse trig function. I want to draw your attention to the gear here. If you click on that and scroll down, you can tell the calculator whether you want it in degrees or radians. I'm going to do mine in degrees, but if your problem instructions ask it for radians, definitely change that option. Let's get that inverse trig function. Remember, we were dealing with the cosine. So I'm going to show the keypad here, and I'm going to choose the functions. We want the inverse cosine because we don't know the angle. So I'm typing the inverse cosine and then type in your negative 0.45. Notice that Desmos gave you an angle for that. And I'm going to go ahead and round it to the nearest degree of 117. So let's go back to our PowerPoint so we can take a look and interpret this. So Desmos was nice enough to tell us that one of the answers is that x is 117 degrees, but that's not the only one. Just the calculator's not able to tell us both of the answers. It can only tell us one. So I want you to think about where cosine is negative. If you use the phrase, all students take calculus to help you remember where the trig functions are positive, that means that all are positive in 1, so cosine can't be negative there. And cosine is positive in 4, so cosine can't be negative there. We're working in quadrants 2 and 3. So if you look at quadrant 2, this 117 actually lands in quadrant 2 with a reference angle of 63. So I did 180 minus 117 to get that reference angle. You'll need that reference angle when you go to quadrant 3 because the reference angle is the same. The reference angle is still 163. So now to find this angle in quadrant 3, we need to take 180 and add the 63 to it. So we take the 180 and we add the 63 to it. And that gives me 243. This is the second angle where cosine is negative 0.45. 243. So you'll have to use Desmos to find one of them, help you find the reference angle, and then interpret it to go find the other angle.